Hey guys, so welcome to another webinar, and in this one, we're going to be looking at what assets that might be probably in alignment with what we have at the moment. So currently, if you've never been on this channel before, welcome if it's your first time. And this is going to be a quick one because I'm literally tight on schedule, so I'm going to try to rush through this. So bear with me on this one. Now, we operate on three different strategies. One called COT, one is seasonality, one is probability. So basically, all three are what we put together to form the strategy that we trade today. Now, if you're new to trading, you know that you have, some market going up and down and all of that. But what we tend to do here is we look at what the professionals are doing. And there's something called the COT report. This gives us an insight to what exactly professionals are doing. When I'm talking about professional, I'm talking about industrial professionals. So people, for example, that buy gold or that mine gold on heavy quantity. So they might be buying it to produce your phones, your laptops, or whatever it is that they're producing. And the people that are mining it, those people that have mining companies, big companies out there, or whatever they call it, out there, I think conglomerates, something like that, whatever they're doing. So this information gives us access to that. So in regards to Forex, this is what it looks like. Those guys I just spoke about now are commercials. Non-commercials are like people like you and I, some retail banks and all of that. Now, keep in mind, Metro Bank is having an issue at the moment. So if you got money in there, you might want to pull your money out. And non-reportables, I really don't know who these guys are, but I just know they're non-reportables. There might be individuals that have, tons of money and they trade these assets. I don't know who they are. So moving forward, today, what we look at mainly are commercials and if they're going long or short. Long means buy, short means sell, and we look at the changes. Now, the changes are broken down to a very simple formula. And the formula is this: you look at commercials, look on the changes row, and then you just look which one is red, which one is green. You go for the green one. If the green is over 1,000, you're good to go. If it's less than 1,000, you might want to consider if you want to take that or not. So that will determine if you're going to have liquidity towards that direction. Now, in this instance, we have NZD on the COT report at short. Short, right? And short literally means sell. So basically, we're looking at commercials, changes, and they're short, 4,488 position. Now, the next thing you do is go into seasonality. Now, this is what seasonality looks like. Seasonality is just the basic season of the year. The market has 4 seasons: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and price move differently in each season. So you want to know what trajectory price is going to be going towards before you actually want to jump on a trade. Just because the commercials are doing something doesn't mean you should do it. Even though they have certain information we don't have, you just don't want to jump into it. So now we know that NZD is short and we're currently we're in October. So the way that seasonality works is you have the 5 years, 15, and the 25 years. This is the average price movement in all 3 years. So in all three categories. So 25 years category, 15 years category, and 5 years category. Now, we only trade when the price are aligned, right? We don't trade when one is going up, one is going down. We want all of them to be moving towards the same direction. Understand? So what we look for, and we don't want just a day, we want like 5 days, a week, maybe 2 weeks, even a month, something like this, for example. These are one of the sweetest ones. You get in there, you literally, what's it called? You literally enjoy a long ride. So what we look at now is what date we're on the 8th. Right here. Now, if I zoom in a little bit, it's literally right here. Now, because we know NZD is short from the COT, but this doesn't look like more than 2 days short. We don't want this because the overall trajectory is up. So for that reason, NZD comes out of the loop. We're not going to trade NZD because it doesn't correlate with the COT report. Next one we look at is pounds, British pounds. So we go pounds at 26,000. Now, this is green as well. Normally, I just want one green and one red. But now when you have an instance that this is green, you see the numbers is primarily almost negligible. All right. It could be heavy, but it's almost negligible. So I still go with the long. Now this makes the trade slightly on a medium risk side. Now you're running on medium risk, and there's three categories as well. Actually, maybe four, which is low risk, medium risk, high risk, and super high risk. You understand? So depending on how much misaligned these trades are with the entire strategy, with the COT, the seasonality and probability, the higher the risk becomes if they're misaligned. So in this case, we'll move to medium risk. So GBP will go long. We'll put that down. Then we'll go seasonality. Same thing. We're gonna go. We'll go GBP. So now we're here. And we're here. So what you can see is, according to the 5, 15, and 45 years, GPP, we're in the season for GBP to start going long. Now keep in mind, there's a war going on in Syria, which means gold is most likely going to start going up. So just something to give you guys a heads up. So we're currently right here. And what we're waiting for, the long we're waiting for is right here, 12. So this is one of them ones that test you. You might be eager to go in the long now, the market might be moving. I just say you should wait. Wait to ride around here, 11, 12. Look for your entry, and you might be able to ride this up until maybe like 2 weeks or a week. So in this case, we go on weekly. Oh, all right. So now we know that we go long on that period. And if you want to know where your exit is gonna be, you can just do the same thing. Normally, based on the 15 and the 45 years, the exit is at the end of the month. But the 5 years is telling us we should exit around here, around the 19th. So basically, we're gonna have about a week. So after that week, you can come and look at it. Maybe you want us to stay in a trade, or you want to come out. Maybe 18, whichever day, or you might just want to exit right here, which seems to be safer as 15. But that's 3 days trade. It's still not bad, but yeah. So the next tool we look at is go look at probability. Now you might be wondering, I've been showing you just GBP. Forex comes in pairs, right? It will get interesting. So this is what probability looks like on the dashboard, and when you just go Control F, go GBP, it highlights every asset with GBP with you. And some of you might get the drift right now, some of you might not. It depends on whichever way you're looking at it, but you will see now why I have looked at GBP by itself rather than look at it on a pair level. Because if you're looking at it by itself, if one car is going south, the most one is most likely going to go north, right? So it's one or the other. So I might as well just focus on one rather than looking at both of them at the same time. So I found that to work best for me anyway. But you can decide. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not telling you guys to make trades based on this analysis. This is just my own personal way of looking at the market. So it's for educational use only, just for you to know how I, look at the market and how I personally prefer to trade. So that being said, if you want to ever get a membership, you have to go to business.dmempire.co.uk/pricing, and that will be able to, get you your, so, right, But this website will be able to give you access to literally all the membership and all the stuff you need. So depending on where you are around the world as well, you're going to see a different pricing page. So just keep that in mind. It's different for different countries. So this is what you're going to see, and you can decide which membership you want to get. Like for here, for example, for the people in Nigeria, we've created something quite unique for you guys that you can literally get your membership directly right here by using those discount codes, right? So they're quite cheap for or reduced price basically. So and I'm still in Nigeria at the moment, hence why I've come up with this. I think we had this a while ago anyway, but now we put it back up. Now that being said, we go back to the probability. Now we know that probability we're looking to go in from the 11th, right? Now probability is the tool we designed internally by ourselves, but we got the idea, from a book. That's why it's good to read. So we then design it ourselves, and it gives us a casino approach to the market. So we can see, for example, like right here, October, the months, and then you have buy or sell. Now, what we're looking for is the dates that we've been told to go in on seasonality. We want to see that that day and 2 more days after that day is aligned in that direction. If it's buy or if it's sell. So we know that GBP, for example, we are going long, which means we're buying. So from the 11th of October, I want to see at least the buying coming up. So 11th of October, we have that also listed here on the probability as 57% chance to buy, then 73% chance, then 63. So which means we're gonna have this on the 11th. The best date of entry, I put first here, the 11th. The best day of entry is 11th, October 23. All right, it's gonna go long. And that's where we'll go. And then your exit, for those that have the membership, you can just log in and check where your exit is. For those that don't have the membership, you can go to the website, this website, business.damonpowder.co.uk to look for the exit. So that's one of the GBP pair anyway. And this is GBP JPY. So that for JP, JPY. So we have that for GBPJPY. And then we also have that for GBPJPY. Now, there's so many other combinations we can look at. We can look at Euro GBP. This time around, since we know GBP is going long, we're expecting Euro GBP to go down, and GBP USD, GBP CAD, GBP AUD, GBP NZD. So there's so many other combinations you can look at. Just get into the membership and you'll be able to get that sorted for you. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you trade safe. And there's war going on in Israel and Palestine, so you guys keep abreast of the news. And God be with the people of Israel, and God be with the people of Palestine. We're all human beings at the end of the day, man. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody wants to lose a loved one. It's very painful and very tragic. I hope they both find a peaceful resolution. God be with you all, man. Stay dangerous and have a lovely trading week.